Nasir Shabani was an Iranian general and senior commander of Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps (IRGC). He took credit for using Houthi rebels to target Saudi oil tankers. In 2018, he stated in Iranian state media that the IRGC ordered the Houthi forces in Yemen to attack 2 Saudi oil tankers on the Bab al-Mandab Strait. Shabani died from coronavirus disease 2019, COVID-19, on the 13th of March 2020. Piero Schlesinger was an Italian jurist, banker, lawyer and academic who served as president of the Banca Popolare di Milano from 1971 to 1993. In September 1982 he was appointed by Giovanni Bazzoli, then head of the Nuovo Banco Ambrosiano, as president of La Centrale Finanziaria Generale, formerly owned by infamous banker Roberto Calvi. In 1996 he was appointed board member of the Gemina Holding, resigning after just 17 days. He died on the 14th of March 2020 at the Policlinico of Milan, where he had been hospitalized 10 days before for unrelated health reasons, due to complications related to COVID-19. Vittorio Gregatti was an Italian architect, born in Novara. He was seen as both a member of the neo-avant-garde and a key figure in 1970s postmodernism. His studio has designed several important sports venues and cultural buildings, such as the Barcelona Olympic Stadium, the Ballet Cultural Center in Lisbon, the Arcimboldi Opera Theatre in Milan and several university campuses, including that of the University of Calabria. Gregatti was a member of the Italian Communist Party. His 1996 book Inside Architecture was recommended by English architect Alan Cahoon as having an unusual honesty and philosophical depth of thought. Gregatti died of COVID-19 in Milan on the 15th of March 2020, aged 92. Aytaç Yalman was a Turkish general. He was the commander of the Turkish Army, 2002 to 2004, and previously General Commander of the Gendarmerie of Turkey, 2000 to 2002. He was commissioned in an artillery unit fielding M114 155mm howitzers, and for the rest of his career below the rank of colonel, he served in and commanded MJ-1 Honest John ballistic missile units. In 2008, Yalman wrote the libretto for Se Hitler Oratorio Su, Oratorio for the Martyred. Yalman died from complications of COVID-19 on the 15th of March 2020, aged 79, 3 weeks after he had been in Iran, where the disease was prevalent. Nicolas Alfonsi was a French politician, member of the Senate of France, representing the department of Corse-du-Sud. He was born in Cargese, Corsica. He was a member of the Radical Party of the Left, and was by profession a lawyer. Alfonsi died on the 16th of March 2020 of COVID-19. Sergio Bassi was an Italian folk singer-songwriter. Sergio was raised by his maternal grandparents in a small hamlet in Codogno, Lombardy. After adulthood, he moved to Legnano, later to Piacenza, then he lived in San Francesco al Campo for 7 years. Later, he returned to his hometown. During the COVID-19 pandemic in Italy, he contracted novel coronavirus. On the 16th of March, he died from the infection in Crema. Saeed Hashim Batai Golpaegani was an Iranian Shia Marja and representative of the Tehran province in Iran's Assembly of Experts. He studied at the Com Seminary. Golpayegani claimed that America is the source of coronavirus, because America went head-to-head with China and realized it cannot keep up with it economically or militarily. On the 22nd of February, Hashim Batai Golpayegani announced at a ceremony that he had been infected with COVID-19, but had healed himself using an Islamic remedy. 3 weeks later, on the 14th of March, he was hospitalized. On the 15th of March 2020, the Al Arabiya English reported that he had been infected with coronavirus. On the 16th of March, Golpayegani died from the virus. Francesco Saverio Pavone was an Italian magistrate, chief of the Procura di Venezia for several years. In 1988, Pavone's pool, group of magistrates in the same case, brought to light the complete organization chart of the Mala del Brenta, which was wreaking havoc in Veneto. Investigations that led in 1994 to the trial that dismantled the Mala del Brenta, with Felice Maniero sentenced to 33 years for mafia association. On March 16, 2020, Pavone died in the intensive care unit of the Mesterangelo Hospital at the age of 75, after testing positive to COVID-19, which caused him serious lung problems.
Farbors Razdana was an Iranian economist, socialist, activist, professor, and a member of the Iranian Writers Association. Razdana graduated from the London School of Economics. He was the author of numerous articles and books, including Applied Development Economics, Money and Inflation, Political Economy of Development, and Globalization. Razdana died on March 16, 2020 because of COVID-19 complications in Tehran Pars Hospital. Stephen Schwartz was an American pathologist at the University of Washington. He researched vascular biology, investigating the structure of blood vessels and smooth muscle cells. At the University of Washington, he was an assistant professor of pathology from 1974 to 1979, an associate professor from 1979 to 1984, and then a full professor from 1984 until his death. He was an adjunct professor in the medicine and bioengineering departments. He helped found the North American Vascular Biology Organization, and create the Earl P. Bendit Award, which he received in 2001. Schwartz died of COVID-19 on March 17, 2020, aged 78. Rosemarie Compaoré was a Burkina politician and member of the Union for Progress and Reform (UPC) political party. Compaoré, who represented Zungueugo province in the National Assembly, served as second vice president of the National Assembly of Burkina Faso from December 30, 2015 until her death from COVID-19 on March 18, 2020. Compaoré was the first recorded patient to die from novel coronavirus in both Burkina Faso and sub-Saharan Africa during the 2020 pandemic. Luciano Federici was an Italian professional footballer. He played in all three of Italy's top professional leagues, including for Carrarese, Cosenza, and Pisa. On March 18, 2020, Federici died from COVID-19, amid its pandemic in Italy.
Henri Richellet was a French painter. Besides his participation in group exhibitions since 1963, Richellet made numerous solo exhibitions between 1965 and 2007 in France, Quebec, and Chile. He also regularly took part in several salons such as Salon d'Automne, Salon des Mai, Salon Comparisons, Salon Grands et Jeunes d'Aujourd'hui, Salon des Boulogne-Billancourt, Salon des Contemporains de Montrouge. Salon figuration critique. During the COVID-19 pandemic, he died of COVID-19 on the 18th of March 2020 in Paris, aged 75. Innocenzo Donina was an Italian professional footballer. He played in all three of Italy's top professional leagues for several teams. On the 19th of March 2020, Donina died from COVID-19 amid its pandemic in Italy. Hamid Poharam was an Iranian politician and veterinarian who served as a member of the Iranian parliament representing Ahvaz between 2000 and 2004. He was also the Director General of Scholarships Office and Student Exchange, Ministry of Science, Research, and Technology. During the 2017 presidential election, Poharam was the head of Hassan Rouhani's campaign in Khuzestan province. Poharam died as a result of COVID-19 on the 19th of March 2020. Aulis Marbelle was a Congolese singer and composer. He was commonly referred to as the King of Soukous. Aulis Marbelle was born in Brazzaville. His real name was Aurélien Miat Sonama. In 1974, he created the band Lane Dimbola Lokole with Jean Baron, Pedro Vapage Cado and Marv Cacharel. During the COVID-19 pandemic in France, he contracted coronavirus disease 2019. On the 19th of March, he died from COVID-19 at a hospital in Paris. Antonio Michel Stanca was an Italian geneticist. He was born in Salito, Italy. He graduated in University of Bari, majoring in agricultural science. He had been a professor at the University of Milan, Università Cattolica del Sacro Cuore of Piacenza, Institut National Agronomique de Tunisie, INAT, of Tunis, and the University of Modena and Reggio Emilia. During the COVID-19 pandemic, he died of COVID-19 on the 19th of March 2020 in Fidenza, aged 77. Carlos Folco y Fernández de Córdoba was a Spanish peer. He was best known for one of his titles, Marquess of Grignon, despite holding another high-ranking title, Marquess of Castelmoncayo, with grandeeship attached. He managed the family estate bottled wine brand Marqués de Grignon, which earned him high recognition. The American magazine Wine Spectator listed it in 2014 as one of the greatest wines in the world. Folco died on the 20th of March 2020 in Fundación Jiménez Diaz, a hospital in Madrid, as a result of the global pandemic COVID-19. Marino Quaresman was an Italian politician. During his political career, he was a member of the Italian People's Party, but later switched to the Daisy Party. From 1999 to 2008, he was a member of the Vicenza City Council. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Quaresman died of COVID-19 on the 20th of March 2020 in Vicenza, aged 82. Tarcisio Stramare was an Italian priest, a biblical scholar, writer and teacher. He was considered one of the greatest international scholars of Josephology. The testimony and reflections of Tarcisio Stramare have had, especially since the late 90s of the 20th century, considerable media relevance, both through radio and television networks, national and international. Stramare himself appeared repeatedly in broad audience programs, some of which were broadcast by Rai. His participation is also intense, in Italy and abroad in symposia and conferences. He died on the 20th of March 2020, in Imperia, at the age of 91, victim of COVID-19.